fast. That is a problem. A bit silly. Well, as long as no one tells Sarah. There we go. Today I took a day off. I had one of the best breaks that I've had in, oh geez, I don't know how long. But anyway, this is what I got up to. Now it's a bit rough and ready, but this is my interpretation of a 16th century German sluice. Now there are a few modern materials that I've used, not least being the electric pump. But look, I don't know how it's going to perform, but geez, it looks pretty awesome. That looks fabulous. Yeah. So anyway, this is the trial run. The full period one will come later. But anyway, let's give it a run and see how we go.
You add some things to it.
Yeah, doesn't it look cool?
Yeah.
For the trial run, I was putting 4 buckets of dirt down the sluice, which was 4 samples of dirt which I grabbed from just up the road. The first one was actually quite tricky because it had a lot of clods of dirt.
See these bits of dirt here? Right? You're going to crush those up and you put them back up there. I need to soak these buckets.
Soaking the buckets definitely was the way to go. It works so much better. And also feeding them through the hopper, which has got grizzly bars in it, also made a big difference because it cleaned out a lot of the big rocks before they went down the sluice, so that helped as well. So I mentioned before that this is my version of a 16th century press. It's based on pictures from a variety of sources, but mostly a book called the De Re Metallica, which you can download off the internet. It's most definitely out of copyright. In the video you can see all sorts of modern stuff. Well, the plan is, over however long it takes, I'm going to gradually replace all this kit with fully period equipment. Now it's going to take me a long time because there's a lot of things to make and some skills that I'm going to have to develop which I currently don't have, like how do I make the wooden buckets? I've never done that before. And it's also something I'll be doing for fun. You know, I'll get stuff done when I can. And one of the other things is it's also something I can't do entirely by myself. I'm going to need some metal bits and pieces made up. For example, the shoes for the medieval spade and the medieval shovel. I'm not a blacksmith, and while I could learn a whole nother set of skills and get a whole nother set of tools, I'd rather find someone that I can work with and collaborate with, who, you know, where I can do the woodwork and someone else can do the metalwork. But I suppose you'd really like to see how the sluice performed, how it went. Well, confusingly, here's how it went. We got 1 shotgun pellet and 1 tiny, tiny speck of gold. And on the one level, that's really exciting, and on the other level, it's really confusing. And the reason it's confusing is because that 1 speck of gold and that 1 shotgun pellet are not from the sluice, they're from the tailings. To check how the sluice was performing, what I needed, I went back through the tailings with my pan to see what was passing through the sluice and ending up in the tailings bucket. Well, 1 speck of gold, only 1 speck of gold, is pretty good. That's awesome. But 1 shotgun pellet getting through, that's not awesome, because when we get down to the river with this thing, one of the things I want to be finding is gemstones. And if a shotgun pellet is getting through, then gemstones are definitely going to get through. So that's a problem. But I've got a lot of modifications to do, things to change, and that'll be something I'll be talking about in the next video in this series. But I guess you want to really see how much gold we got from the sluice. Well, here it is. That is not bad. Not bad at all. Now, one of the buckets had absolutely nothing, and that shows why it's really, really important to sample, because that sample I thought would be the best, and it didn't have anything in it at all. Like, nothing. Two of the buckets had 2 pieces of gold in them each, and one of those was also the bucket that had the shotgun pellets. And then the last bucket was the bucket that had all the rest of the gold. So of course, the sample I'll go back to. So I hope you enjoyed this. I certainly did. As I said, I'm going to be doing a bunch of videos in this series, maybe once a month, but it's not a hard and fast schedule. I'll be fitting it in where I can. But if you enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you actually get notified when the videos are coming out. And I'll see you in the next video. Have fun, and I'll catch you around.